What's up, guys?
Yeah. What up, you two? Yeah.
Welcome to my crib.
Yeah. Good word. So, info in the description. 2020 Tantra on Amazon. All right. So, we need an introduction now for you. What's your name, age, and
Who you
all that?
Hi, I'm Nikki. I'm 22. Out here in Tempe.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So, what's it like living with somebody like her?
Oh, it's great. Like, oh, it's real nice.
Yeah.
There's no fighting. It's amazing. It's very calm.
Yeah.
Needed that.
Yeah. No, she's definitely a cool ass breeze over here.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So, so I mean, how's it influenced you though, as far as diet or anything like that, or like, I know you guys help each other with in the yoga, like I was saying.
Yeah.
Because it's nice when you got somebody that can motivate you or just inspire you in a sense, like they taking care of their business, their body.
Mm-hmm.
Like, does it rub off? You know what I mean? Like, just.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Because when we moved in, like, this bitch had a juicer, and that was definitely helpful because I've been like meaning to buy one for like 2 years. And I just never did. And then we moved in and she was like, I have a juice there. We can make juice. I was like,
That's all we're gonna do, man.
Yeah, asking you shall
yes.
receive. Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
all we're gonna do. Yeah, all right. So, I was about to ask you what your favorite meal was, but she just got extra like breatharian on us right now. What's up? What's your favorite meal?
Oh, dude. I don't even know. I've been eating a lot of fruits lately.
Okay.
Because I feel better when I can eat like.
So what? I'm sorry to cut you off, but
No, you're good.
what would your diet? Would you have a title for your diet, or like a way that you eat, or routine that you could?
I don't really know because it's been like a long time coming. Like I used to be like heavily disordered eating. Like I was in and out of like eating disorder treatment centers for a hot minute there, and I just like wouldn't eat, or I would get like really really obsessed. There's a term for it called orthorexia. I was never like diagnosed with that, but like
I've
pretty
heard,
much
yeah.
like you're so obsessed with the health factor of the food that you're eating, and like it can tie into like anorexia or bulimia and that kind of shit because
Just being stressed. about it,
yeah,
just being so
exactly,
stressed about
and
it.
it's like a control issue. Like for me, I would just like stop eating, not necessarily to like be skinny or whatever, but it was just like I needed that sort of control. So I just felt good. Like if I was just empty as fuck, like I would feel the most in control. So that would like transfer into like the types of food that I would eat. Like if I ate like really like good food, like just like fruits, veggies, shit like that, I was like on top of the world. But it was like in a very unhealthy way. So like now my diet, like I've been trying to like obviously like eating like fruits, veggies based is like good for you for sure, but like at this point in my life I need to be able to like not just pay attention to that, if that makes sense. Like be able to be like, oh okay, well if I eat one fucking potato chip I'm not gonna die.
That'd be crazy
like,
discipline. If you could eat one, that's crazy discipline.
You know,
if I eat
yeah.
garbage, I'm eating garbage.
Yeah, no,
But-
yeah, exactly. But
Yeah.
like literally, like if I'm gonna eat some fucking potato chips or like some mac and cheese one day or some
Yeah.
shit like that, like it's not the end of the world.
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
That's
I'll
okay.
still be alright.
Yeah. I
But
made.
it's just like a balance, you know?
I feel you. Yeah. Like I know I don't like to identify with something as like I don't want you to think that I'm trying to like be like, yeah, you're not vegan. Like what the fuck? Is
No, you good, dude.
Saying, like,
No,
no,
you're
like,
fine.
no, just saying, like, I know, like, you're much more than what you eat. You know what I mean? I don't want to be defined as what I'm eating. I don't want to,
Exactly.
you know, in that sense, like, I know you are what you eat, but at the same,
like...
at the same, essentially, you know, your essence is much more than the things that you're chewing on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know.
What's the biggest craving?
Like salty ass shit. I fucking love salt.
So you're frustrated. So I was,
Oh really? Oh, sounds about right then.
They say salt and crunchy.
Oh.
Yeah, they say it's like the
No
texture.
shit, really?
The texture, yeah, like you can, because you can
Huh.
crush something with your teeth, and it's like it's like a
I know.
yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
Yeah, so the salt more than the savory flavors more than the sweets. You're
Yeah.
saying, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And then, okay. So, as far as your diet and your health is concerned, like, what was like, where did your biggest results come from? Or like, you know, as far as your changes that you made, like, not just, it don't have to be just what you're chewing,
Yeah.
like everything, you know, whether it's location, people around you, or anything, you know, like, what was like the biggest, like, where did the biggest results come from? Like, was it a specific food, or like a tea, or a herb, or, you know, like that? Or a person, like I said.
That could take a minute to like think about, honestly.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure. I know that living with her, like, it's a lot easier to be able to be like, because like we'll check each other on shit, like,
Yeah.
like we usually do like pretty like raw based grocery shopping,
Yeah.
shit like that. But like, you know, every once in a while it's like, you want a pizza, bro? Like, hell yeah, I want a pizza, like, like, and then, but like, there's able to be like a conversation, you know what I'm saying? Like not everything is solely about like a craving, I guess you could say. It's more just like, oh, so what's going on with your day, dude? Like,
Yeah.
like,
What's wrong today?
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
sad? Are
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
mad?
The judgment isn't going to help anything. It
Yeah.
seems like
Right.
that doesn't do too much helping. Like, if you just judge yourself, and it just seems like then it.
Because that does more damage than anything. Because like
Yeah.
the judgment part of it, even for yourself, or like feeling shame, but like more so than what you eat, because the stress in your body. Like,
exactly. Like, stress is gonna kill you faster than McDonald's. We all know this. Like,
It's going to cause you to want to crave McDonald's.
yeah,
Exactly.
So it's just this
Exactly.
ongoing
Yeah.
cycle.
like, so it really, I feel like there's a much more mental,
Because your body's like being pulled by that. Like, it's kind of
Mhm.
like following that.
yeah. Like, you really have to like think about like your emotions and like,
Like,
okay.
why am I doing this right now?
exactly. Just like with anything else in your life, you have to step back and be like, okay, why do I feel this? You have to do the same thing with hunger too, like, or a craving or anything like that. Like I've even noticed before, like when I was like, I was going through it with my mom, and I was like always craving sweets, and it clicked in my head. I was like, oh, I feel like my mom doesn't love me, so I'm gonna replace that with some ice cream because it's sweet and delicious, like love.
And soft.
Yeah.
It's very inviting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like once you can like figure out like, oh, I'm having this emotion and that's why I want to eat this, just like you said with the frustration thing, that makes me tell you what,
One of
never
my
thought about
aha
that.
Yeah.
For me, like, I used to like overeat a lot, and then getting to the root of why I was overeating, I was like, oh, well, as a kid growing up, I felt like this good thing wasn't going to be there later, so I need to eat it all right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, no.
Yeah, definitely. You know, and all temptations seem to never go away. So I get it.
Yeah, so then they're just there all the time, so
Yeah.
then you just keep doing it.
Yeah. I think for me, my overeating, I guess, came from having to face the fact that like I do enjoy like a familial setting when I eat. Like
Yeah.
I'm eating for multiple people in a sense. Like
Okay.
I want to create a big meal for a bunch of people or whatever, and like now I'm just eating a bunch of food. You know what I mean? Like because I do like to like have that family camaraderie and at the table or whatever and exchange, and like
Yeah.
I like to make food for people. So I feel like that was like my biggest thing.
And
as far
it's
as
fun.
overeating.
But
Yeah.
active cooking is fun.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's
Yeah.
so fun.
Yeah.
Especially like you got all your friends around, and it just like there's something about sitting down to like a nice warm meal with people that you love. It's just like,
Yeah,
man.
it's warming. They put their love in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I get
Yeah.
it. I totally understand. You know, like the food is the result of the love. You know what I mean? It's like in that sense, like you know, but we really got caught up in the object of it at this point. It's crazy.
Yeah. Because everything is so like quick, like
Mhm.
Every commercial has it, even if it's not about food.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, they definitely pull on everything they can.
I mean, even like clothing that just says like pizza.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or just like,
Yeah, exactly.
why,
Like, oh, okay, now
why are you doing this?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, food is constant. Food is like associated with everything. Whether you move from one place to the next, people seem to always want to do something with their blood sugar. Like it's always like constantly. We're having an event, you need food there. We're doing this, you need food. Like food is like
Like even
Auto-
when I
auto.
just got home from work, or like earlier, I was like, "Have you eaten today?" Like it's just how it is.
Yeah.
Like it's how, I guess how we just show that you care about somebody. Like, oh, have you been fed? Let me feed you, even if it's like shitty food. Like, it's what I have, it's what I can offer you.
Yeah.
So here you go.
Definitely. So where do you want to be though? Like as far as your goals, or are you just taking it day by day? I guess.
Like, eventually, I would like to be like straight like vegan as fuck. Like, not fucking around on that. Just because like I know how my body feels like when I haven't eaten meat in like a year, and I grew up like vegetarian because my mom was vegetarian, so I never really ate a lot of meat ever. But like dairy products are like hit or miss. But I know how I feel when I eat them.
Yeah.
Like literally like 3 days ago, I had like, I shit you not, like 4 bites of regular ass ice cream and sat down, and like immediately my stomach was like, why'd you do that?
Yeah, I imagine, especially in this heat.
Yeah.
You know, all this light. Yeah.
So it's just like,
it's just knowing how your body works.
Yeah.
Really.
Because everybody's body is different. Like some people can handle like eating meat or dairy or whatever, and like it works with how they go about their life.
They got a little more credit in their liver. You know, they might have a little more credit in their gallbladder and more colon credits.
Yeah.
Their ancestors might not have destroyed themselves. Like, I don't have many liver and bladder credit. A lot of alcoholics in the past. So, you know what I'm saying? So I don't have that kind of credit. So yeah, no, definitely. I know it's different chemistries for sure. I still feel like we're all allergic to the same things, just different levels of sensitivity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. You didn't take any supplements or anything? Or like herbs? You don't have to be anything, proteins, shakes, or whatever, anything.
I kind of been, I just am forgetful, but I was taking for like a couple months there, I was taking like, I forget what they're called. They're like women's vitamins, and they're vegan. They're just like made out of vegetables and shit. It's really good. And milk thistle.
For that liver, keeping that good liver credit.
Yeah, because I was taking that a lot like when I first
Yeah.
got sober. Because like, boy, I tell you what, that was not.
The process of cleansing the liver?
Like literally sober, like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it needed to all come out, and then like cranberry and.
Okay.
I feel like there was one other thing I don't remember.
So, do you have any like preferences in like your relationships? Would you like them to be vegetarian or better, or like any preference mentally or physically? Like, what do you demand in relationships? Friendships too, but.
I would prefer someone to at least like be mindful about how they go about their diet. Like if somebody eats meat, I would rather them not, but as long as they're not like making me meals with that in it, you know, like as long as there's like a level of respect there, like okay, this is what we're doing, but I would rather not.
That's your line in the sand, though.
What?
So that's your line in the sand. Like, don't touch my food.
No.
Okay. Yeah. So I feel like me personally that after years and years of veganism, I can feel the distinct difference in saliva.
Oh really?
Yeah, the saliva is different from different walks of life as far as diet. You know, like even if you're a heavy carb eater, you know what I mean. Like the saliva is different, and like it's just different. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
So it makes sense though.
Yeah.
Because like what you put in is gonna do its thing. Yeah.
So what was your biggest tools? Was it like a book? Was it yoga itself? Or like what's your biggest influences? Like was it a person?
Like Twitter probably.
Twitter? Okay.
If I'm being real honest, like.
Alright, huh?
Twitter's a good platform, honestly.
Okay.
For that, I feel like they can be a little bit annoying, but like
Yeah.
they're just trying. Well, I don't think so. I think like I can see why other people think so, and sometimes why they're spreading the message might be a little bit off. But
the message is
like
spread.
it's nice to see a community of people like trying to do that.
Yeah. So it's the correct message, but the carriers might be a little brash.
Yeah.
And it's like how people are able to receive things based off how you're coming off. I mean, it comes from their openness as well, but like if you just come off like this and like trying to make people feel bad about themselves when they already don't feel bad about themselves, it's not gonna work.
Yeah, definitely. Especially with the person that's already like trying to inflict harm and they want to feel bad at this point. Like, where it's So, okay. So what's your biggest distractions from health? And what's the biggest obstruction between you and like your peak physical condition, mental, all of it? It's all tied, you know.
Boredom.
What do you think that stems from, though? Like, what creates that feeling of like there's nothing here that's equitable, I guess?
Probably just like, what's the word? Like not feeling as if I can do the things that I want to do. Like insecurity, I guess you could say, or like feeling like if I do something, somebody's gonna be like, you're not doing that right, and I want to have it on lock, or I'm not gonna do it at all.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So it's like hard to.
You're a perfectionist.
Yeah.
So you're like a thing. So if they're like, oh, this is slightly off, I quit altogether.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's like
persistence.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Okay, just staying persistent. Okay.
Yeah.
So do you have any like specific triggers or like little like pet peeves that bother you that are, they might send you into a tangent of like emotional eating or emotional dysfunction? Like a trigger, like a specific trigger that might get you.
Fights. Like just in general, or any sort of like tension between me and somebody that I care about. That's usually just like, all right, well, fuck you then. I'm just not gonna do anything.
So you get like frazzled, and the equilibrium just gets thrown.
And then I'll get just like anxious, and then I won't want to eat, or like I'll be like, I gotta, or just any sort of imbalance with people that I love just sets it. That's about it.
Yeah. No, definitely. I think it's a gradual path, and I think sometimes you get emotionally upset about things, and like, eating, it just makes you do things out of order.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You're just doing things out of order. Like you're either overeating or not eating when you're supposed to.
Yeah.
Just doing things out of order. I feel like it just messes with the order of things. Like my arrangements get messed up if I'm like emotionally fluctuating like that.
Yeah.
I don't know how to value my priorities get messed up. So what personally is like your greatest gift for life itself? I guess the thing that you would want to like express to life.
Like for my life in general, like
what do you want
all over the place?
what brings meaning to your life, or what is like for as far as like your will to live, what keeps you going, and what do you want to express? Like what do you want to like express? What do you feel like you're a tool here or a conduit here for?
Okay. Just to love people. Like that's point blank period. Like that's it. I'm here to just
simple as pure.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like all the other shit is just side dishes, as you could say. But that's it. Just.
What do you feel like you're here for?
I was just about to say.
Yeah,
that's hilarious. Definitely to unwork all the unnecessary work I took on, and all trying. I feel like my soul created this debt to itself, and now I have to unwork it. And in that process, like one hand washes the other, where I can reflect that process to other people, and then vice versa. And then I feel like that's like my personal process. And as far as my body, like it just seems like every body is just like an energy converter. Like everything is just converting energy, going from memory to memory, or dream to dream, or whatever. And like you're just there feeling these points or whatever, and you convert things, and then life just seems to go. Like I just feel like for me, I just want to do what I'm supposed to do when I'm supposed to do it at this point. Like I just want to stay in accord with the flow of things, because I feel like that is infinite. I feel like when you do that, then the path is forever. You know what I mean? Like I don't feel like you'll lose yourself, from body to body or lifetime to lifetime. If you just do things when they're supposed to be done. If you cry when you're supposed to, you're angry when you're supposed to, you eat when you, or don't eat when you're not supposed to, like all that. If you do things like when they're in accord with life, I feel like that's kind of what I want to do. I just want to be in accord with life itself. At this point, I don't really, and I think that.
I mean, I think that kind of goes.
Same thing. It's love.
It's all love, I guess.
Different
if you
forms.
really want to. Yeah. Exactly.
Because I know I can't fix anything from outside in. Like I can't fix
it's
me by fixing you.
Exactly. Like you literally have to fix yourself, and other people. Like people don't respond well to being yelled at or to having shit shoved down their throat. People respond to examples. So if you can make yourself like the best example possible, not even just for other people, but for yourself. Like, you can look at yourself and be like, oh, I did that. All right, well, what can I learn from that? Okay, we can fix that now. I'm healing, that kind of shit. Other people will look at you and be like, wow, I would have responded differently. That sucks. Maybe I should fix that. And it's just a cycle, and people will see it and continue to see it, and it'll just grow and grow and grow. And that's that.
Yeah, I feel like you either add into the collective pool of misery or you add into like the collective pool of peace.
Mm-hmm.
It's like one or the other kind of. And I don't mean to be dualistic,
But
here we
true.
are.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I don't have no more questions. Oh yeah, my last one was like, "What's your favorite book?" And I was gonna plug my book. So that's 2020 Tantra.
2020.
Okay, I listen.
Yeah, but no,
A good book, actually.
Yeah. Word, all right. So you read it?
I did.
Oh, word! I got notes right now. That's what's up. Okay, yeah, word.
Worth the read.
Thank you. Okay, so you have a favorite book though, or a favorite author?
Oh, I do. Absolutely.
Yeah. Express that.
Very honest.
Alright, I just like really fucking love Vonnegut because I'm.
Spell that. What? Wait, go on. Hold on. Go on. Spell that though. Hold on.
Vonnegut? Kurt Vonnegut?
Yeah, how you spell? I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm ignorant.
That's okay.
They might be ignorant. If they follow me, they probably. A lot of them is probably ignorant to that.
Vonnegut, I think. Yeah, Cat's Cradle. It's a good book. It's wild. So is like all of his books. So go into that. I'm not gonna tell you anything about it because you should read it, or just like look up the synopsis on Wikipedia. You know, do whatever you want.
Yeah. You ruin it for yourself if you want to.
Yeah, exactly. Or you can just read the book. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who has time for that?
Right. You know, exactly. People, it's crazy how things are. If books were drugs, they'd be snorting them and shit though, drinking them and shit. It's crazy how it is now. But yeah, I don't know. I guess that if you have any other questions, if anything, I don't know. I don't know what to do with my hands. No.
Jazz hands.
Yeah, jazz hands though. That's hilarious. Yeah, so I guess that's it, man. The info's in the description. I think it's a good video, man. That joint's quality, yo. Yeah.
That shit was fire.
Yeah.